We all want to be loved. When we are in love, our emotions bounce between exhilaration, euphoria, and anxiety. At times, it can even cause us to feel butterflies in our stomachs. That wonderful feeling of being in love. However, not all people can express their feelings in ways we want. According to Dr. Gary Chapman, there are 5 love languages. So, if the person you love doesn't say "I love you" too much, it doesn't necessarily mean you are not loved. It could be that he or she has a different love language. At Hack Spirit, we believe in the power of love and the importance of expressing it in different ways. Here are 6 ways that people say "I love you" without saying those words. Number 1. Words of affirmation. This is the most common way of expressing love. If this is your partner's love language, even a little praise goes a long way in making them feel happy and secure in your relationship. They are verbal compliments or words of appreciation such as the following. "You look sharp in that suit." "You look incredible in that dress. Wow. I really like how you're always on time to pick me up at work. You can always make me laugh. To me, you are perfect. You mean more to me every single day. I never get tired of looking at you. There is no one I would rather be with right now than you." The idea is to spill your guts and just tell them how you feel. But if you struggle with complimenting your partner, you can make a list of things you appreciate about your partner. From the list you have, try to think of positive comments you would like to give. Number 2, quality time. This means giving someone your undivided attention and being present. The love language of quality time is focused on sharing feelings and thoughts together. It is not defined by what you do and how long you do it. Instead, it is about being together while giving each other your full attention. If this is one of your partner's love language, do not just sit on the couch and watch television together. It is because when you spend time that way, you are focused on your TV show and not on your significant other. What you can do is schedule time for each other. It could be as short as 15 minutes before bed, meeting each other for lunch, or going for a walk together. If quality time is your partner's love language, make the most of those hours by committing some of them to your beloved, because all your mate wants is you and being with you. Number 3, trigger his hero instinct. A subtle but extremely effective way a woman can show a man she loves him is by triggering a biological instinct that resides deep inside him. I'm talking about the hero instinct. The hero instinct is a new theory in psychology that's generating a lot of buzz at the moment. It claims that men have a biological drive to step up for the woman in his life and be her hero. Deep down, a man wants to see himself as a hero, as someone his partner genuinely wants and needs to have around, not as a mere accessory, best friend, or partner in crime. By making your man feel like a hero, you're signaling your true feelings for him. Watch a free video about the hero instinct that I've linked to below. James Bauer, the relationship expert who coined the term, gives a terrific introduction to this new concept. I know it sounds a bit silly. In this day and age, women don't need someone to rescue them. They don't need a hero in their lives. And I couldn't agree more. But here's the ironic truth. Men do still need to feel like a hero, because it's built into their DNA to seek out relationships that allow them to feel like a protector. The simple truth is that a relationship is unlikely to survive unless this instinct is triggered in a man. How do you do it? You have to find ways to make him feel like your hero. There's an art to doing this, which can be a lot of fun when you know exactly what to do. But it requires a little more work than just asking him to fix your computer or carry your heavy bags. The best way to learn how to trigger the hero instinct in your guy is to watch the James Bauer's free online video that I've linked to in the description below. Some ideas really are game changers, and for romantic relationships, I think this is one of them. Number 4, receiving gifts. People who have this love language see gifts as a symbol of love and thought. It doesn't matter how cheap it costs. What is important is that you thought of him or her. This love language is the most visual of all the 5 languages because it captures the thought of love in a gift to give someone. It is something that you can hold in your hand and say, "Look, he was thinking of me all day," or "She remembered me while she was away." If this is your partner's love language, start by remembering all the gifts they were excited to receive in the past. Create a list to get an idea of what kinds of gifts they like to receive in the future. Remember, the price of a gift doesn't matter. It's the thought that counts. Number 5, acts of service. This love language refers to doing things you know your spouse would like you to do. You seek to please your beloved by serving her and requires time and effort. Here are some ways you can show your love if your beloved identifies with this language. Number 1, cook a meal. Number 2, set a table. Number 3, empty the dishwasher. Number 4, vacuum the floor. Number 5, change the baby's diaper. Number 6, pick up a prescription. Number 7, keep the car in operating condition. All of those are acts of service because they require thought, planning, time, effort, and energy. If you do it with a positive spirit, they are indeed expressions of love. Number 6, physical touch. If this is your loved one's primary love language, they will feel unloved if you don't touch them. For them, it can make or break a relationship. So it is important to communicate your love and care through touching, such as kissing, hand-holding, massages, and sex. Here are some ways you can convey your love through this language. Number 1, sit close to each other as you watch your favourite television program. Number 2, make it a habit to touch them whenever you're in the same room. Number 3, give them a hug. Number 4, kiss them when you arrive and leave the house. Number 5, have sex. Number 6, cuddle when you have time. These actions only take a small effort, but it will speak volumes to the person you love. Indeed, love comes in many forms. We may have different ways of delivering the same message, but it is the same message nonetheless. When you figure out which method your loved one uses to express himself or herself, it will help you understand what makes them happy. In conclusion, how do you make your man love you back? When you say "I love you" to a guy, you want to be sure he loves you back. Because a loving and long-lasting relationship is what we all want. To make a relationship work, the most important thing is to understand how men think and what they really want from a relationship. Let's face it, men see the world differently to you. Getting a guy to open up and tell you what he's really feeling can feel like an impossible task. This can make a deep, passionate, romantic relationship something that men actually want deep down as well, difficult to achieve. James Bauer is one of the world's leading relationship experts. And in his new video that I've shared in the description below, he reveals a new concept which brilliantly explains what really drives men. He calls it the hero instinct. As I mentioned above, the one thing men crave more than anything else in a relationship is to see himself as a hero. Not an action hero like Thor, but a hero to you, as someone who provides you something no other man can. The hero instinct is probably the best kept secret in relationship psychology, and I think it holds the key to a man's love and devotion for life. Check out the video in the description below and learn how to trigger the hero instinct in your man.